The other question I had, and I don't want to take up all the time here, but the other question I had was regarding wholetailing. So I understand the concept, haven't done it myself, but like, how should I be thinking about like the extent of renovations that you would want to do for a wholetail situation?
Minimal paint, carpet. If you're going to do, say the kitchen's okay, the cabinets are okay, or they're a little bit dated, maybe you paint them white, put new countertops on them. So if they're nice enough cabinets, you could throw granite on them. It'll be worthwhile, and a new sink and all that. Hopefully you don't have to do the roof, but and windows or things like that. But every once in a while you do have to do some of those, just to count for like, $400 window or so in this market, just because it's a little bit of a crazy market. But the flooring, the paint, maybe new appliances, that's kind of commonly what Mike and I usually do.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll throw in a bathroom vanity, something basic at Home Depot, Lowe's, that's cheap stock. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, windows are back ordered right now. Like, are you looking at properties that
so we've had problems we've had problems in the past with that, where we actually wrote it into the contract. We had a property in Carolina before where not all the windows were in. Some of them were replaced, some weren't. And we just added it a contract like, hey, it's already paid for. Here's the invoice. This gentleman's going to come back and once they're in stock, put them in for you.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That way you're not.
And sometimes you can get lucky and get in stock sizing at Home Depot and Lowe's. They do stock a lot. And if it's slightly smaller than the existing hole, that's fine. They could trim around that and make that work too. So if you run into an issue, shrink down to a slightly smaller size, unless you have to do new siding. Hopefully you wouldn't have to do new siding. Hopefully it's something you could just do, trim, wrap it and all that kind of thing. So
okay.
Ways around it. There's tricks to the trade that you can learn over time.
Okay, great. Thank you.
If you have any more questions now, go ahead, fire away if you have any more.
Yeah, I do.
Do that. Go down the list.
Cool.
It's great. We'll jump to the next one.
Awesome. So have you guys ever sort of, in a market that you know really well, or you've developed good relationship with a contractor, JV with that contractor in a way that you're splitting, profits with the contractor if they're maybe funding the rehab work? Have you done any kind of?
Oh, funding the rehab work. That's a different scenario then.
Yeah. I've done that locally only, like when I was in Pennsylvania. Bring them into the rehab there. They absorb the cost. And that's definitely a good way to do it if you want to reduce your cost. And put some onus on them to keep the cost down too, because they want to profit more.
Yeah, especially if they're a private lender on the deal and also like the contractor, you're kind of more aligned too. I mean, if you need the funds to do an equity split, not a debt split.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, Paul and Mike, on that topic, don't you risk the contractor looking to kind of, win on both ends? Right, so they're going to win on the contracting costs, and then
materials might only be included.
Go ahead, Mike.
I would just include materials, so you wouldn't get charged labor. Like it would almost be part of their profit share of it, the deal.
Okay, all right. So
does that make sense to you?
Yeah. So right, they're not going to say, let's say the normal job that they do for something is 20 grand. And that includes labor and materials, but the materials itself is only 10. So you're like, look, we're paying, you're just going to cover the materials.
Yep. Yeah. And we'll take that out of the net profit. That way you get paid for that, just like we would pay any contractor. And then the remaining balance is an equity share, whatever you guys agree upon.
Got it. Yeah.
That way you're truly aligned and it eliminate what you were coming up as a scenario.
Yep. Okay.